are here in Washington, D.C. to finish the work Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. started when he said, "Freedom! We are coming to get our check." Yup. Atlanta, where you at? I heard we had some people here from Chicago. What about LA? All right. I heard we had some folks here from Texas and also Florida, Connecticut, Maryland. What about VA? Welcome, peace, love, and reparations. First of all, let's give our black selves a black hand for showing up today. All right, y'all, peace, love, and reparations. We're so grateful to be here for our first FBA rally for reparations. So I just want to set the tone and the mood. We want to give thanks and praise to the Most High for bringing us out today, as well as our ancestors that shining down on us. Look at this beautiful weather. It is never this warm in DC in November ever. So we know that our mission and everything that we set out to do is blessed and highly favored. So we're really grateful for this experience. So we're coming to Washington, D.C. We are here in Washington, D.C. to finish the work that the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. started when he said, "We're coming to get our checks from the government for breaking his promise of 40 acres and a mule." According to the Special Field Orders number 15 issued by General T. Sherman after the American Civil War, it's time for America to cut the check. After Rahiem Shabazz. Clap it up, clap it up.
Peace and Black Power, family. Peace, love, and reparation. I only accept apologies in the form of reparation. Cut the check. When I think about the reparation movement, right? I think about a movement and not a moment. And what I think about is Queen Mother Moore, who started way back in the days and popularized the reparation movement. But before we go to her, we got to go to Callie House. Now the brother, he was just up here and he was talking about Callie House, right? She was a black woman that started the Ex-Slaves Mutual Relief and Pension Association. And this was in the 1800s. But if you want to go further back than that, we can go further back than that. And all these movements were started by a black woman, right? And then if you want to go, we can go to Chicago to the 3rd Ward. It was a sister named Dorothy Tillman, and she started a reparation movement. And what she did in the city, she said, she was an alderman. She said, in order to do business with this city, you have to show us where your money comes from. And if your money comes from the slaves, then they was able to sue. And that got started in 11 cities. We need to pick that back up. Right? So the reparations is not a moment, it's a movement. And we gotta seize the moment while we in this movement. My personal commitment is not only to amplify the voice, my voice, but my commitment is to amplify everybody's voice. You know, because we all know that the choir is louder than the soloist, right? So it ain't just one individual, it's all of us. And all of us together, we gotta amplify the voice. What we really have to do, when we come in the room, there's two types of people, right? There are those that check the temperature, and there are those that raise the temperature. I'm one of the people that's gonna raise the temperature and make the goddamn enemy sweat. Because we want our check, right? Well, in order to start teaching them about it, you gotta have the education, right? The only way you're gonna get an education is if we educate ourselves. So the number one thing is what we gotta do, we gotta stop sending our children to the open enemies. We gotta have those that look like us to educate our kids. They gotta see us.
Clap it up.
From our worldview in our eyes, right? Malcolm X told us we are the only people to allow the open enemy to educate our kids, right? We are the holders And the keeper is about self and responsibility. So our number one responsibility is to educate them. And in terms of reparations, we got to let them know, right, that this is a protracted movement. This ain't something that's going to happen overnight, but in the long run, it's going to happen. And the most revolutionary thing that we can do is to marry black. And I'm going to say peace and power. FBA all day.